Hello everyone, welcome to another live trading session with Steady Income Trading. This is Victor and we are gonna go ahead and see what we can do today with the market move up. I know it's a little bit ahead of schedule, so let me just explain that for those of you that follow me. You know that I follow this schedule here from the spreadsheet, and our next trade is actually scheduled for tomorrow. And we're going to stay with that schedule, but I wanted to talk to you today about what's in the account and if there is anything else we can do. For example, close a trade, maybe remove the zebra trade, and something of that nature. So I thought it would be interesting to go through that thought process to see how we make those decisions, and we'll go from there. So let me first show you this right here. So let's just quickly go. So right here we can see that the market is up today a little bit over 1.5%. That obviously brought in some relief to our naked puts, and we can quickly take a look here at our naked puts and see if there is anything primed to be closed. Like for example, this trade here. Let me do this. All right, so this trade 67, as you can see, shows 69% profit. 66.9% profit, which is over our threshold of 60%. Now, 60% is not set in stone. That's like a minimum that we shoot for, but we sometimes let them go over and above that under certain circumstances. And this is what happened here. We allowed it to go a little bit over, even though it was already over 60% at some point, before, a week ago, 10 days ago or something. But we let it go further, and then obviously when the market pulled back, it dipped below 60%, so we let it mature further. But at this point now, we can take it off because we are no longer underexposed. So we want to close the trades that are over 60%. However, at the same time, we have a zebra trade right here. And that one is showing a loss today, obviously, because this is a negative delta trade. You can see it has around 38 negative deltas, SPY deltas. And that was brought on when our metrics were out of line to bring in some negative delta trade and buying power relief and all that good stuff. However, this one now is showing loss because the market is moving up. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Obviously, after such a large move to the upside, it's reasonable that we can have a small pullback or a slowdown, but that again doesn't really matter. So that's why we don't really care about that. We are looking at our metrics and making decisions based on our portfolio metrics, because your metrics could be different, and even if the market is down severely, you might not be hurting and you might not need to do anything. Somebody else might be hurting and might need to do something. So in our case, the first thing that we're going to do is take a look at our portfolio metrics, which I just recorded a couple of minutes ago. And as you can see right here, VIX 16.3, our delta is 155, and then our buying power is 29.3, and this gives us 0.22 for delta, which is fine, but we are not underexposed. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and close this trade, and to do that we simply go back to where it was 70, where was it? Right, 67, right? So we're gonna right click here and close all three, and the mid price is 11.5, but we might have to pay up a little bit. But let's just give it a quick try here, see if we can close it, which is unlikely, but we can just go here and then start paying up a little bit. So 11.75 is what we paid. So let's go ahead and record this trade before we move forward. That was trade 67, and let's go right here, UOTS, find trade 67, 11.75, and that should be with the minus, and then today's date, and that'll bring it down. Okay, so we closed it at 66% profit, which is a little bit higher than 60%, which is always welcome, and it will help offset those instances when we lose some unexpected. For example, if we go over 200% stop loss for some reason, or things of that nature. Sometimes, occasionally, if we might have to close the trade below 60%, which can happen, but we're trying to avoid that, and we would like to allow probabilities to play out, and everything is set up. The whole system is set up based on taking profit at 60%. So you have to count the number of probability of win, probability of loss, and then how much you're going to win when you win, and how much you're going to lose when you lose. So if we start closing too many trades before they're scheduled, then we are messing with the long-term projections and probabilities of the system. But this is not the case in this instance, because we closed it for more than 60%. This will change our metrics a little bit, and we can take a look now what we have after we did this. So we go right here. Let's collapse this so it looks nicer. Let's go first, take a look here. We refresh this. We're 27.3 now. So you know what, let's record a brand new line here. It doesn't cost us anything, but it gives leaves a record of what it was before. It helps with analyzing at some point. So 27.3. So 27.3. As you can see, we got a little bit of relief there. Notional Ed is in the house. Welcome, Ed. Great to have you here. So we're just doing a little bit of a cleanup of some profitable trades with this market rally. We're closing a trade that was over 60%, and yeah, so we just did one, and that changed our metrics a little bit. So we are at 146 now, 146, and then 108, 108. Then our Vega is probably down 913. Minus 913, and our notional exposure should have changed 1451, and then we closed 3 MES, so there's going to be 4.2, and we can see that right here, 4.2 units at risk. Let's just record this, 1623, so not much change there, and our net lick is probably the same as it was a few minutes ago, so 71,217. So let's take a look now what changed and what else we need to do. 21, that's perfectly fine, and then buying power 27.3, that's also very nice. Funds per unit of risk at 17,000, that's good. We kind of don't want to dip below 15. But this is fine. Now we have a zebra trade that's open. You can see here we're still not underexposed, so that means we should still be taking off any trades that are over 60, any naked puts that are over 60%. So let's take a look real quick if there is anything else that we potentially can close. And to do that, let's go right here. This is the naked put, but it's at 58, so pretty close, but not really. And then this is the zebra trade. Let's see. So right now it lost a nice chunk of money basically just today. So we are gonna leave it for now, even though our metrics are in line. We're going to leave it now for a little bit of protection. If the market turns down, we can then look at it again, because it lost majority it lost a huge chunk in one day. So I don't think we're going to lose much if nothing changes tomorrow, unless the VIX really collapses and the market rallies. I don't think we're going to see much more losses tomorrow, but it provides a little bit of extra protection while it's there. And then let's collapse this and go right here. So we have 58.7, 24, and then everything else is going to be probably less than that, 17, 28, and then a couple of small losers for now, temporary losers. These are all naked puts. Okay, so there is really not much else for us to do here other than just take a look here again. and just confirm that our next trade is going to be tomorrow. So that's kind of all we have for today. Any questions, guys? And by the way, for those that are watching, if you find this useful, please make sure you like, consider subscribing, and join our free Discord so you can participate in this live trading sessions. If that's all, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of the day.